Yes, I am alive, and today is payday. So you know what the that means. Today we're going to the bookstore with a purpose. That's right, no impulsive buying. We know what we want. I'm in the mood for some classic literature, especially Gothic literature. I want some more Edgar Allan Poe on my bookshelf, and I want Dracula. I've never read Dracula. It's stupid. But we will if we find it, hopefully. And I'm also in the mood for a sappy romance because I'm falling into the biggest reading slump in history. So I'm still stuck with A Court of Mist and Fury. But hopefully it'll be over soon because I'm only 9 chapters away. So I'm just gonna shut the up and let's go because I want to go. My hand is getting tired. Look at the little birds. So the bookstore I went to was Bookmark, which is one of the most popular bookstores in Puerto Rico and obviously my go-to. And I immediately went to the book talk section because I've been off book talk in a very long time. So I wanted to see what was up, but nothing really got my attention. So I moved on to classic literature. And let me tell you, I found the most beautiful book that day. And look at it. Just look at it. The Brothers Grimm, big slay. I loved it, every single part of it. And sadly, there was no Dracula in English, so I just passed. No biggie. I'm sure I'll just find it another day. Then I moved into the contemporary romance section, and honestly, let me tell you that I judge books by their cover because rom-com covers are f***ing mid, and it's always so hard for one to grab my attention unless they have the word witch on it. For example, this one. It was pretty cute. These are the books that I had so far, and honestly, I expected to go more crazy and have like a stack of 6 books at the same time, but gladly for my wallet, it wasn't the case. One of my favorite parts about this bookstore is that they always share what the employees are reading, and it's always so wholesome to see their little sketches and their personalities reflected upon them. And I'm a nosy bitch. I want to know what everybody's reading. There's no problem with that. I made my purchase quickly and left for a bit because it was really crowded and sensitivity overload, and honestly, groups of teenage girls scared the shit out of me. So I decided to go to TJ Maxx for a bit in the meantime and look at Easter decorations because honestly, They have a lot of cute stuff. Like, look at all these rabbits. They're so fucking cute. I didn't really buy anything, but I just like to put things into my cart and get like a false sense of ownership. But once I was done, I just put my cart back and then I returned to my favorite place once again. This time I wanted to come back for bookmarks because I totally forgot. How do you go to a bookstore and not take at least one bookmark? Because honestly, there's no such thing as having too many bookmarks. I had 3 in my hand, but I only ended up leaving with 2. And also, look at this cute illustrated book. We're sitting at the table today because I'm eating my salad, but I'm just too excited to talk about the books that I got. So let's just talk about what we got. Absolutely nothing I said I would. I forgot to take off I took off my glasses. Don't get scared. It's still me. Okay, now we're gonna finally talk about what we got. Books nowadays are just so expensive. I do not want to endorse getting books for free in this channel, but sometimes they just don't leave me no choice. I gotta find that free EPUB online because the amount of money that I've spent today in books, I've never done it in a single day. And it wasn't even that much, but they're just too expensive. So we got a total of 5 books today, and I was looking for books that I had on my wish list on Goodreads, but at this point I just think that Barnes & Noble is just the only one who has them. So I found a lot of books that I liked. 4 out of the 5 books that I picked today, I've never heard of. I read the blurb and I half fell in love with them, and I'm very excited to read them. I've been in the biggest reading slump. Like, the semester, I'm doing pretty good, and it's because I've been sticking to it and I have distanced myself from everything. My Bookstagram is I'm just trying my best out here, man. Anyways, let's just get into the video. Starting with the bookmarks I got this one that says Collecting Moments in Spanish, and I just think it's so fucking adorable because for those who don't know, I love to put together photo albums. I have like a million photo albums waiting for me to put pictures in them because I would rather store them physically, knowing that they're safe like right in front of me, rather than have them in a random storage and just, what if it gets corrupted? We cannot risk that. So obviously this bookmark means the world to me. And then we also have this one. It's leather or faux leather. I'm sure it's faux leather because what the fuck? It's so cute. I just couldn't leave it. I had to take it. It's fucking adorable. Like, how could you not? Now, about the books. First, we have Drunken Love by Jasmine Guillory. And I have a question for people who write rom-coms. Why do you make the blurbs so painfully long? It's been so long since I've read a romance book, a contemporary romance book. And what the f is this? No, I need you to captivate me during the first 3 sentences. Don't put a whole page in the bag. It's supposedly an intoxicating and sparkling new romance. Margaret Noble needs some relief from the stress of running the family winery with her brother. Enter Luke, sexy, charming, and best of all, the too small world of Napa, a stranger. The chemistry between them is undeniable, and Margaret is delighted that she lucked into the perfect one-night stand she'll never have to see again. That is until the winery's new hire, Luke, walks in the next morning. Of course. Margaret is determined to keep things purely professional, but when every interaction reminds her of the attraction still bubbling between them, it proves to be much more challenging than she expected. I'm not gonna read the other paragraph. It feels like it's just telling the whole story. Like, what's the point? But I wanna know. I still wanna know, so obviously I bought it because I need romance. I need a contemporary romance. I need a small break from the fantasy world. Because A Court of Mist and Fury, although I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm on chapter 63. I'm having the best time of my life, but I feel like that book sucked the living soul out of me. I've been reading it since December, for the love of God. I need a break. I need something that I can read in 3 days. Thank you. The Dating Plan by Sarah Dessay. I don't know how to feel about this, but when I think about it, it makes me tingly inside. I don't know. I liked the vibe of it. So I'm just going to read the blurb to you a little bit once again, because what do we need long ass blurbs for? Nothing. Even with a step-by-step plan, these fake fiancés might accidentally fall for each other in this hilarious, heartfelt romantic comedy from the author of The Marriage Game. Daisy Patel is a software engineer who understands lists and logic better than bosses and boyfriends. With her life all planned out and no interest in love, the one thing she can give her family is the marriage they expect. Left with few options, she asks her childhood crush to be her decoy fiancé. Liam Murphy is a venture capitalist with something to prove. When he learns that his inheritance is contingent on being married, he realizes his best friend's little sister has the perfect solution to his problem. Fake dating. Do I need to say more? But yeah, to this day, I still haven't read anything on fake dating. I talked to you guys about the off-campus series. Haven't read any of those books yet. I haven't read anything from the past 2 videos I talked to you about. I haven't read anything yet. I'm still stuck on A Court of Mist and Fury. But do not fret. I'm gonna be a menace during the spring break, because I will finish A Court of Mist and Fury tonight, because I am free tomorrow and I have nothing else to do. So I will finish it tonight. I only have 4 chapters left. Then we can move on. And then I can actually discuss the books that I talked to you about after I read them. Sounds like an amazing plan if you ask me. Next up, we have this book. This is one of my favorite picks of today because it's in Spanish. And lately, I have proposed to myself to embrace my language. My first language is Spanish. So why do I keep running away from books in Spanish? Sometimes it makes me cringe, but I feel like I'm really gonna enjoy this book. Lately, I've been finding some old classics from Puerto Rico and I've been reading them in Spanish. Poetry, and I've been having a really good time. So when I found this book, I felt very attracted to it. It's called Todas esas cosas que te diré mañana by Elizabeth Benavent. I don't want to just stuff books into tropes, but that's how I like to associate them. So I think this would be about second chances and trying to fix things in a relationship. So yeah, I think that's how I can put it, and I'm very excited about it. My literature professor talked about this author though. I don't remember if it was a positive or negative talk, but I'm very excited to try it. This feels like a very attractive book. I hope to read it before the year ends. I'm not gonna say this month because you and me both know. Let's just move on. Next up, we have The League of Gentlewomen Witches by India Halton. I love this cover because this little guy right here looks like Prince Eric, and I am a heart simp for Prince Eric, and I love Eric with all my heart. So basically, the story is about Charlotte and Alex O'Reilly. They form an alliance to try to steal this amulet because they don't want to let it fall into the wrong hands. And she's a witch. She forms part of this league that is called the Wiccan League. And they want to improve the world in small ways. But what got to me was the last sentence in the blurb, which says, if only they could keep their pickpocketing hands to themselves. If Alex is not careful, he might just steal something else, such as Charlotte's heart. I love it. Give it to me now. But now, for my favorite. Now we're going to talk about my favorite purchase of today. The Brothers Grimm, Snow White, and Other Grimm's Fairy Tales. It's illustrated and it has interactive elements. I'm gonna open it immediately right now. I'm gonna put my phone down so I can unwrap it. I love this so much. They have the map, the fairy tale kingdom. It's so cute. Just look at this shit. It's so cool. Stop. The thorns, Miss Ma'am. The thorns. Obviously, I'm not gonna go through the entire book, but I'm just in awe. This is breathtaking. I am so happy about this. I have a Brothers Grimm book, but it's in Spanish, and it's also illustrated, but it's not as beautiful as this. Like, I'm gonna show you. Wait, this is the one I have, but this. I'm gonna eat this shit up. I love that. I love that. I have to film this outro before my camera dies, so I'm just gonna thank you for coming along with me on my first bookstore vlog. I was so nervous because I filmed with my phone because I was too shy to film with my camera because my camera is kind of bulky and I didn't want anybody to know what I was doing, and I felt kind of obnoxious, but I'm sure I'll just get the hang of it just as I am talking to a camera. Because yeah, I'm talking to a camera and you feel like I'm talking to you, but I'm not. But I am. Anyways, don't forget to follow me on my social media, which is at jadespaperback on Instagram. I hope to get back on track with my content and make more reels. Because like I said, reels are fun. Reels are very cool and I just can't stop watching because they're so addicting. So yeah, I hope to see you there too. I'll be posting on my blog too. I have it kind of abandoned. So I hope you can follow me there too. Or subscribe, because yeah, you subscribe and you get things into your email. But yeah, you can do that too. I'll leave it all down below for you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching and sticking by, and I'll hopefully see you on the next one. Hopefully not in 3 months. Don't leave me here high and dry.